spin-offs. Sometimes they're outstanding.
So, what you packing?
Pimento sandwich.
You don't have a gun? Is that what you're saying?
Hi. Hello.
How about you give me and Man Mountain $750 each and send Uncle Fester there home? He's not carrying a gun.
If I need a gun, I'll use one of his.
Really? One of my guns? How do you picture that happening exactly? Son of a...
Worthy companions to their brethren.
I'm not interrupting anything personal, am I?
Yeah, Niles, we just eloped. I'm your new mom.
Oh. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch.
But let's face it, most of the time, they're just not very good.
Once a loser, always a loser.
Joey's back, and he's bound for Hollywood.
I look incredible for the mother of an adult son. It's a good thing about having a kid so young.
You rarely hear the argument 14 pregnancy.
And if we're really lucky, the truly awful ones will die as backdoor pilots.
It's crap soil. Nothing's gonna grow here.
Doesn't matter, it's a cemetery.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's garbage soil, that's all.
Well, the only thing we're planting here is dead bodies.
That's fine, because they're not gonna grow,
well, I thank God they're not, because we don't want to make zombies.
Well, this brings us to the Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. The first of what may be many spin-offs in the Fast universe.
You wanna tell me just what in the fresh turkey hell we're dealing with here?
Long story. Sound like a giant tattooed baby.
You know what, I got a job to do.
Statham and Johnson make for an engaging odd couple, that's for sure. I can see why the studio decided that these two characters deserved their own spin-off.
It makes you want to spend time with them.
I got a shotgun. No, don't start.
And it makes you want to see their conflict because you find it funny.
You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. On my 3. Okay. 1. Die, you asshole!
Idris Elba co-stars as the villain BRIXTON lore.
I am aware of the effect I have on women.
But the standout to me are the two Shaw women. Helen Mirren returns as Mama Shaw.
Where's my birthday cake?
Or the one with a file in it.
Who wants a bloody file? What I want is a nice little bit of C4.
Listen.
And we get the introduction of Deckard and Owen's little sister, Hattie, played by Vanessa Kirby.
So here's how it's gonna go down. Do this the hard way or the easy way.
Are you serious?
I am.
Really?
Yes.
If they ever do get around to that all-female Fast and the Furious spin-off they're always talking about, I hope these two don't get lost in the mix. The MacGuffin of Hobbs and Shaw is a virus. I will let Ryan Reynolds explain.
Say hello to the CT-17 virus. It's a programmable bioweapon of biblical proportions, affectionately codenamed the Snowflake.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds is in this movie.
What does the snowflake do?
Just liquefies your internal organs, basically turns your body into a giant bag of hot soup.
She is 9.
Seen worse.
Where?
Game of Thrones.
So is Kevin Hart for some reason.
No, hey, cut it out.
Oh, see? You woke up the air marshal.
You woke the air marshal. How did you know I was the air marshal?
Unaccompanied.
Like boarding the plane.
Aisle seat.
Golf shirt.
I guess Dwayne must have called in a couple of favors.
Let's just call that an educated guess.
But I am getting ahead of myself. The film opens in London. A team of MI6 agents set out to retrieve the virus. Their mission is thwarted by Edian operative BRIXTON Lore.
MI6. Whoa, I'm a fan. Fantastic job, and I think you look amazing in your matching outfits.
Who the hell are you?
Bad guy.
And even though BRIXTON is a cybernetic super soldier, his plan is thwarted by Agent Hattie Shaw, who injects the virus into her own system, effectively making her a fugitive. 5 minutes in, and we finally get to the Hobbs and Shaw section of Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs is having breakfast with his young daughter.
Cheat day?
Cheat day. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Which is interrupted by
Lucas, Rebecca Hobbs. I haven't seen you in forever.
Rebecca?
Do you even age?
Daddy, who is this guy?
Well, this guy is Locke.
played by Ryan Reynolds.
And he works for the CIA.
Dad and I are old friends.
We're not old friends.
Deckard Shaw visits his mom.
Is that really necessary? Come on, she's 71 years old. What's the matter with you lot?
So the prisoner will only be allowed more leniency when she proves to be less of a security risk.
In the clink.
Have you spoken with your sister?
You know I have, Mum.
You and your sister, you used to be inseparable. Your little games, your little grifts.
We get a glimpse of what the Shaw siblings were like as kids.
You used to give your little scams code names, do you remember? Oh, what was that one?
The Keith Moon.
I really enjoyed this bit about them naming all of their scams after famous rock stars.
It was called the Keith Moon because
It involved lots of explosive percussion and permanent ear damage.
And of course, this comes back into play later towards the end of the film. Hobbs and Shaw reluctantly work together.
No fucking way.
Of course.
No, I'm not working with this guy. I've been there, done that.
To track down Hattie. BRIXTON frames all three of them.
They've been blamed for the recent attacks on the CIA. They shared a prison cell where they hatched the plan.
Using Edian's manipulation of global news.
Who the hell are these guys?
The trio tracks down the scientist who created the snowflake virus.
Why in the hell would you create something like that?
I developed the snowflake to be a carrier for vaccines. They redeveloped it into a programmable apocalypse.
He tells them the only way to remove it from Hattie's system is to cremate her or retrieve a device hidden in Edian's Chernobyl lab.
Could you pick a harder place to break into?
We need to find the C-17 viral extraction machine.
We've got to pull him at Jagger. One person to showboat to draw all the eyes, while the others made the music.
While retrieving the extractor, the scientist is killed and the device is damaged.
This thing is really damaged.
Well, there goes option 2. That only leaves the first
We've
one.
still got time.
Time for what? The machine's destroyed.
Yeah, well, we'll fix it.
How?
I know a place.
Where? Home.
They escape to Hobbs' childhood home of Samoa, a place he hasn't visited for 25 years.
Two balls worth 50 quid, he punches him in the face.
Deal.
Jonah.
See? Not just me.
His estranged brother Jonah happens to be a talented mechanic who Hobbs believes can fix the device and save Hattie's life.
Hey! No fighting under this roof, huh? Is that my Luke? Oh, God. My baby's home.
They also prepare for the arrival of BRIXTON Lore and his army of soldiers.
You got any weapons?
Oh, we got weapons.
One small problem.
Mama, where's all our guns?
Mom got rid of all the guns.
We're in serious trouble.
That is an understatement.
These guns, they kill all my family. So we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight with this. We're gonna fight with this.
Is this an anti-gun message? After all, there is plenty of gunplay in this movie. The Rock has played characters in the past who refuse to use guns.
You got a problem with guns?
Let's just say they take me to a place I don't want to go.
Where do they take you? To a place you don't want to see me go.
But he has also played characters who use a fuck ton of guns. So maybe this is more of a guns aren't always the answer message. The virus is removed from Hattie's body.
Here goes nothing.
Brace yourself, Eds. It ain't gonna be pleasant.
No, it's gonna be fine.
The battle ensues.
Go, let go!
Hobbs and his family defeat Brixton and his men, and we get a couple of sequel baity post and mid-credit scenes.
Another virus. The last one, well, that melted your insides, but this one melts your outsides.
While a sequel was announced in 2020, it currently seems to be on indefinite hold.
You have no idea what you've just started.
I'm pretty sure it involves rubber gloves and a body cavity search.
Not a chance.
The movie really seems to want to make Hobbs and Hattie, HOBBSIE, a thing.
Do you like to dance?
What, the electric slide?
All right, let's me and you have a little chat. No. I was thinking about the tango, where it takes two.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Just taking it all in case it's the last sunset we see.
It always feels weird to me whenever they try to give The Rock a love interest in any of his films.
You know, back in the States, Brazil nuts like these go for $15 a pound.
We don't call them Brazil nuts.
What do you call them?
Well, we're in Brazil, so we just call them nuts.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's more of a me problem than it is a Dwayne Johnson problem.
Oh my God!
The Samoa segment of this film seems to go on a little too long. It makes up nearly 30 minutes of this film, but I get it.
There's always room for family. Salute mi familia. Salute.
Is Hobbs and Shaw a worthy spin-off? I think so. I do wish they had done a lot more with the snowflake virus, like a, fully upgraded versions of Hobbs and Shaw up against Brixton and his super soldiers. But that probably would have made it difficult to fold the characters back into the main series of films. But maybe that's the way they should go with the entire franchise. Upgrade the entire Toretto clan. Like I said way back in video number 1 of this series, we can multiverse this shit.
It's really amazing.
And I think I may have found a way for us to finally see Timothy Oliphant and Eliza Dushku as Dom and Mia.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Well, this will just be stupid.
Thanks for watching!